Hello. Today we'll see the concept of the function in a shell scripting. All of we know whenever we want to perform the same task again and again, then set up those instructions can be written under a one function. So the concept of function is available in a shell scripting as well as recursion is also present in a shell scripting. So how the same can be used, we'll see. So whenever we are saying function, every function should have some name followed by the parenthesis. So the function can be written on a command prompt as well as it can be written in a separate file also for permanent usage. For example, I have written one function, say hello. This is the function name. How will come to know this is function name? Because it is followed by the parenthesis, and then the function definition has to be written between opening and closing curly brace. So opening curly brace, we have entered enter key, and then we got the one prompt. So here I will say echo in say hello, and then if we want to terminate the definition of the function, just give the closing brace. So the function definition is over. Now how we can call this function? Just on a command prompt, write down the name of the function only, say hello, the function will be get executed. But by mistake, if I have closed my window, and then again if I will open the window and I will try to run the same function again, so let's see what it says. So we'll try to execute the same function. So it's saying command not found, because whatever function we have created on a command prompt, that was temporary. So once the session exits, the definition of function will also vanish. So then how the function definition can be made as a permanent one? So the first, we can write down the definition of function in a one hidden file which is present under our current directory, that is nothing but dot bash rc. So we can open this dot bash rc file, and in that we can write down the definition of function which is written by the user at the end of the file, and save the file, log out the machine and log in again, so that the effects will become permanent. Or the other alternative is nothing but what, then the function definition can be written in a separate file. So we'll see how the function definition can be written in a separate file. So for example, say hello, this was the function name. So we want to display some message to the user. So we have seen the definition is over here, and now we want to call this function. So just say function name, save the script, function1 dot sh, and now we'll run this script. So we have to first assign the permission to the user. So now run the script. So we got the message in say hello function. So now we'll see one more script for the same. Function. So now in this function, what we have done here, then we have performed some arithmetic operations, but that are written under the one function name as the fun. So fun, which accept two numbers from the user, where we are performing plus, minus, multiplication, division operations, and then we are trying to display the result. And after the closing of the function definition, how the function is invoked, just write down the name of the function fun. So we'll try to run this script. So we'll enter two numbers 12 and 23, and accordingly we got the result for the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So here how the function can be used, we'll see one more example for the function. So we'll see the example of the factorial. So all of we know how to calculate the factorial of a given number. So see, we have written a one function definition name as a factorial. So here we have to pass some argument for which we want to calculate the factorial. So whenever we are invoking the function, we have passed the argument as a 3. Means for this number we want to calculate the factorial, and the answer can be stored in the dollar question mark, which is the positional parameter. So what is written under the factorial definition? So in a factorial definition, just we are checking what are the argument we have passed. 3, it's a command line argument, which is nothing but what in $1. If the value of this $1 is less than or equal to the 1, we are going to return the value 1. Otherwise, we have to decrement the value of 3. 3 minus 1 becomes 2. So A is equal to expression $1 minus 1. So means it's going to store the value as 2. Then we will calculate the factorial of the same number by using the recursion. So factorial of $A means factorial of 2. Now what is the result of this factorial of $A? Again it is stored in a one user defined variable, built-in variable name as a dollar question mark. So what we are going to do here then, $1 into the output of this we are going to multiply, means 3 into 2, and this will be get assigned into the B variable, and then we are trying to return the value of the $B. So that output can be get displayed by using the dollar question mark. So we'll try to run this script. So factorial of 3 is 6. So which is a inbuilt. So if I will change the value over here, factorial of 5. So we will get the factorial of the 5. Factorial of 5 is 120. So this is how we can use the concept of recursion into the shell scripting. As well as it might be possible for us to call one function into the another. For example, here we have a sample program as a function. So here say hello, this is the one function. Now we'll write down one more function over here. Function name is suppose by. In by. Now we want to call say hello in this function definition. So means say hello, it is invoked in the by function. So we'll try to run this script. So we have to call the by function. We have not invoked the by function, so now we are calling the by function, so that indirectly it is going to display in by, and then it will call the say hello function. So it's saying first it is going to call the in by, which itself is going to invoke the say hello function. So this is the output of the function. So means here one function can invoke the another function also, or the function itself can invoke the its own definition, that is nothing but what the concept of the recursion. So how this is the way the functions can be used in a shell scripting. So this is all about the concept of the functions. Hope all of you have understood. Thank you.